trunk stability, scapular stability, shoulder and hip mobility. And it can complement your training in many ways. Okay, so we need an appropriate size bell. To start off, I recommend a kettlebell that you can comfortably press for about 5 reps. Okay, so into position, we start off in the fetal position. We have the kettlebell in close to our body. Now it's important to get your grip correct from the start because you won't be able to change it as we go through the move. So your grip is going to be the same as it was when we done the kettlebell rack and kettlebell press. So 2 hands are now on the bell. I'm going to roll onto my back, bringing the kettlebell with me. So I keep my elbow in contact with the floor next to my ribs and my forearm is vertical. To get the kettlebell up, we have 2 options. For beginners, I'd recommend just a 2-handed press, so it's nice and controlled. Or as you progress on, you can do a floor press, straight up. So my right hand is up, I have the right knee up. Now take my left hand, place it on my hip, and that's going to give me a rough gauge of where my elbow is going to be. Open the hand out and left leg is roughly parallel. So from here we're going to get up onto our left elbow. We don't want to try and sit up with the kettlebell. We're going to roll roughly 45 degrees and we're going to push off the right heel and dig the left elbow into the floor. Okay, from here you can see I'm always going to be looking up at the kettlebell throughout the whole movement. The kettlebell is stacked over the elbow that's on the floor underneath. And in other moves you'll see when it's stacked over my hip or stacked over my hand. Okay, there's always going to be support underneath the kettlebell. So next move, I'm going to come up onto the hands. Now, you might feel the need to step the hand back here. And if you do, just try turn or externally rotate the hand in the same spot. And make sure you're not slouched, so shoulders are back and down away from the ears. Next, we go into a high bridge, into a sweep. So a lot of people might find that position very difficult. I recommend practicing it without a kettlebell over and over again until you get used to it. And the position here, my foot, my knee and my hand are roughly in a straight line. And this front foot is somewhere in line with my shin. Okay, from here we're going to hinge back and come up into a tall kneel. Okay, we have 2 options now. If you have issues with your knees, we recommend stepping with the front foot. Or if you're comfortable, we window wipe the back leg. Okay, so up to this point we're always going to be looking up at the kettlebell, and now as we're facing forward we can look ahead. I'm on the ball of the foot at the back, I'm going to brace the core and stand tall. Okay, going back down is pretty much reverse. A free hand, that's going to indicate which leg steps back. So long stride, ball of the foot, control the lower to the floor. Now, if you stepped with the front leg, this is when you're going to step the front leg back. Or if you use the back leg, this is where we window wipe and we start looking up at the kettlebell again. Now, hands on the thigh, touch the floor and control out. What you don't want to do is just reach out and fall because there's a moment there where you have no control at all. Now, we're going to brace, stabilize on the hand and the foot, brace out onto the heel and sit down. Now, if you feel tightness in the shoulder, before you externally rotate the hand, now you're going to internal rotate, come down onto the elbow, brace the core, and onto your back. 2 hands on the kettlebell, control back in, and roll to the side. Okay, you never want to just stay on your back and bring the kettlebell straight down to the floor because you're going to strain your shoulder.